and also the honorable all participants and co-hosts. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for His blessing, so we all can gather here today without any obstacles. And our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who brought us to the light path, it is Dinul Islam. Welcome to the international seminar conducted by Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, who collaborate with University Muhammadiyah Surabaya, University Muhammadiyah Ponorogo, University Muhammadiyah Jember, and also Stikes Kepanjen Malang. Ladies and gentlemen, the schedule of today's event will begin with the opening, continued by Indonesian National Anthem, followed by Sang Surya. And then we have welcoming dance, Holy Quran recitation, opening remarks, and also the first plenary session of seminar and discussion, and then the second plenary session of seminar and discussion, and then the closing. Ladies and gentlemen, and now let's sing Indonesian National Anthem, followed by Sang Surya. Audience, please stand up. Sang Surya.
Ooh.
a seat. Now, to welcome our honorable guests and participants, we would like to present traditional dance by nursing student from University of Muhammadiyah Malang. The name of this dance is Gandrung. This dance represents gratitude for people of East Java for what they have obtained. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome Gandrung dance performed by nursing student from University of Muhammadiyah Malang.
Kang nomor siji ben daun serp wong ora termeno angkat samput mulai apa pundak kenyang bongkong itu angkat samsur sekarang kenal apa kodon angkat sempur timur nomor 40 yang kandangnya dek angkat sempur sekarang timur
Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is Holy Quran recitation by Sofyan. To Sofyan, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ذلكم الله ربكم لا إله إلا هو خالق كل شيء فاعبدوه وهو على كل شيء وكيل لا تدركه الأبصار وهو يدرك الأبصار وهو اللطيف الخبير قد جاءكم بصائر من ربكم فمن أبصر فلنفسه ومن عمي فعليها وما أنا عليكم بحفيظ وما أنا عليكم بحفيظ صدق الله العظيم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you, Sofyan, who has recited the Holy Quran. May Allah always bless us. Amin. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is opening remarks. The first remarks will be delivered by Dean of Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, to Dr. Yoyo Bekti Prasetyo, MKAP SPCOM. Time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah wa syukurillah wa la khala wa la quwata illa billah amma ba'du. The Honorable Vice Rector Academic Affairs Universitas Muhammadiyah Malang, Prof. Dr. Samsul Arifin. The Honorable Dr. Ivan Hernandez from University Alicante. Thank you, Dr. Ivan, for your time and opportunity visit Indonesia, especially Universitas Muhammadiyah of Malang. The Honorable co-host from School of Health Science Kepanjen, Faculty of Health Science University of Muhammadiyah Surabaya, Muhammadiyah Jember, and Muhammadiyah Ponorogo, and the Honorable all of participants. First of all, let us thank God, the Almighty, who has give His grace and guidance so that the International Seminar of Faculty of Health Science University of Muhammadiyah Malang can be held successfully. Welcome all of you to this seminar, which has received great attention. I express my highest gratitude and appreciate to the presenter. I believe that the seminar will be the source of innovation idea, concept, and breakthrough in the development of Faculty of Health Science in the future. The seminar will not be well organized without the support of various parties, especially the University of Alicante and contribution co-hosts from School of Health Science Kepanjen, Faculty of Health Science University Muhammadiyah Ponorogo, Muhammadiyah Surabaya, and Muhammadiyah Jember. Therefore, I want to express my gratitude, especially thank the organizing committee for their hard work, perseverance, and passion in preparing and organizing this seminar so that I can successfully. Finally, through this seminar, let us extend the network and cooperation among all stakeholders of health science sector, especially in Indonesia and in the world in general. Faculty of Health Science for bright international future. Untuk selanjutnya kami mohon Pak Warek 1 nanti untuk membuka acara ini. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Yoyo Bekti Prasetyo, MKAP SPCOM. And now, before we next to the next remarks, we would like to present to you video of international activity of Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang.
The Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang has various domestic collaboration. This collaboration includes 45 cooperation with hospitals and clinics, 7 organizations and governments, 18 and also 17 educational institutions. There are also cooperation agreements with region countries with various around the world. Collaboration implemented in the International Short Course in 2022 attended by 18 region students and 14 national students. This activity presented speakers from Brazil, Indonesia, United Kingdom, and also Thailand. Appreciate, certificates are given to the participant who meet the graduation criteria. And here are the testimonial of the students.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss An from Vuitton University, Vietnam. Firstly, I want to say that I'm very happy to be a participant in the International Short Course 2022.
Hello everyone, my name is Irul Amatulaji Habib Ahmed. But we prefer to be called as Maya, and I am a principal student from UITM Malaysia. Okay, for this brief moment in this meeting, I would like to say thank you to people from University of Muhammadiyah for organizing this international short courses.
Hello guys, today here I'm gonna talk about this international short course. During this course, I have learned so much thanks to all the wonderful teachers at International Short Course.
Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang was established in 2007. As the youngest faculty, Faculty of Health Sciences keep moving fast to follow the milestone of University of Muhammadiyah Malang, namely International Accreditation. Proven from the various international activities that have been carried out in its study programs. In the nursing department, an international guest lecturer in nursing management of non-communicable disease in the community and clinical field was held with Dr. Fiona Cathill from the University of Edinburgh, United Kingdom as the main speaker. Besides that, an international symposium with the University of Technology Mara Malaysia was also successfully carried out on the topic of nursing care in maternal and infant. Internationalization of pharmacy department also has been success through the international guest lecture pharmacy and apothecary with Prof. Su Hua Wu, PhD from Taiwan Medical University as the speaker. The pharmacy department was also successful as the organizer of the International Summer Course Pharmacy IPTFFA East Region. No less proud, the Department of Physiotherapy has also organized an international symposium with the theme novel physiotherapy approaches, and physical rehabilitation in community setting in collaboration with University of Technology Mara, Malaysia. Besides that, in 2023, students from the Department of Physiotherapy has also departed to take part in student exchange to Mahidol University, Thailand, and University of Technology Mara, Malaysia. Not only that, in the same year, 2 international students from Mahidol University, Thailand also came to the Department of Physiotherapy Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang to experience the academic atmosphere and study in this department as student exchange program. With a series of internationalization program, Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang hope to be able to produce graduates who are competent in their profession and able to compete at a global level. From Muhammadiyah to the nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, move to the next agenda. I would like to invite Dr. Ivan Hernandez Caravaca, PhD, to deliver the second remarks. To Dr. Ivan Hernandez Caravaca, PhD, time is yours.
Hello, everyone. I will say thank you for the invitation. Thank you, Dr. Henry. Thank you for the authorities. Thank you for the informatic support over there. And thank you very much for being here today and listen to me. Sorry for my English. Sorry for my presentation. If I make some jokes, don't fed up with me. Just try to enjoy the presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Dr. Ivan Hernandez Caravaca, PhD. And now, I would like to invite Vice Rector 1 of University of Muhammadiyah Malang, Professor Dr. Syamsul Arifin, MSI, to deliver the opening remarks and also opening this event.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and hola. Hola. Hola itu kayak halo itu loh. Alhamdulillah, la haula wala quwwata illa billah, asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan. Giliran saya jadi mati ini. Mudah-mudahan nggak ada yang mensabotase itu. Innal hamdalillah la haula wala quwwata illa billah asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu la nabiyya ba'da. Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amin. Amma ba'du. The Honorable Ivan Hernandez Caravaca, PhD, from Faculty of Health Science, University of Alicante, Spanyol, and the Honorable the Dean, Pak Yoyo Bekti Prasetyo. Sometimes I forgot his complete name. I just remember the first name, Pak Yoyo. Yeah. And the Vice Dean for the Academic Affairs, Bu Hani. And also I would like to say hello to the eldest Vice Dean 2, and maybe Vice Dean 3. And the head of the department, Pak Edi. and the invited guests, especially from our partner, from Muhammadiyah Surabaya, Muhammadiyah Ponorogo, and Stikes Panjen Malang, and also Universitas Muhammadiyah Jember, and my beloved all of students. And welcome, selamat datang Bapak ke Universitas Muhammadiyah Malang. And for Fernandez, welcome to this campus. We sometimes mention this campus is Campus 3. It is the biggest, our campus belong to University of Muhammadiyah Malang. Actually, we have 3 campuses. The one is located in the center, used for the physiotherapy department, one of the department under the Faculty of Health Science. And we also have the second campus, not too far from the campus 1, used for the Faculty of Medicine, also for the Faculty of Health, for the nurse, and for the pharmacy. And now we are in the campus 3. Sometimes we also mention as the white campus, because the dominant color in the fall, I think you can enjoy, is white. The dominant color is white. Its main white is purification. Betul ya? Purify ya. Huh? It's clear ya? You understand? Yes, we also sometimes mention this campus is integrated campus. Integrated campus because here, not including Faculty of Medicine and Faculty of Health, there is the Faculty of Social and Politics Science and Teaching and so on. We have 11 faculty here. Ladies and gentlemen, when the committee invite me to deliver my opening remark, I'm excited. I'm immediately excited. Why? At least because to think. The first thing, I already shared to Fernandez. What is your nickname? Ivan. Actually, we have the friend in the tennis. Also, his name Ivan. Yeah. So your name is same with my colleague in the tennis. Yeah. Because the first thing I already shared to Ivan. I just came from Spain, 3 weeks ago. Actually, my destination is not to Spain. I just stopped by in the Spain. My mind destination is to Portugal, into Braga, because I get invitation from the Erasmus Plus to join teaching mobility in the Menu University. I get the sponsor to deliver my teaching about Islam in Indonesia, unity and diversity. Not too long, only 8 hours, only 5 days. I think the short visiting to Portugal. Before I came back to Indonesia, I stopped by to Spain. But unfortunately, my time very short. So I just stopped by to Madrid. I am very happy because finally, please note mahasiswa ini ya, please remember, finally, I can take the picture in the front of the Santiago Bernabeu. Because I like so much to Madrid. Even though in this season, Madrid is not unlucky because yes, it cannot reach the champion, or they cannot reach for La Liga and so on. So my remember still attached in my mind. And the second thing, why I want to attend to the seminar, because about the topic. Yeah. About the topic, I think very good about the health service in Spain. Compare health between Spain and Indonesia community. especially about paraben. Paraben. What is it, paraben? Huh? Is this a chemical, one of the chemical material for the cosmetic, ya? It is make influence to the fertility, I think. Fertility itu kesuburan apa kelahiran? Kesuburan, ya. Jadi berpengaruh pada kesuburan, ya. And paraben again fertility, I think is good topic. Ivan, I'm not from the health science. I'm professor on sociology of religion, so I don't know anything. I don't know at all about the issues that we'll discuss after this opening. So, but on the behalf the rector of Muhammadiyah University of Malang, I would like to give the high appreciation to the Faculty of Health Science, because this faculty always give the energy to keep the academic atmosphere, including this event. So, I hope in the next, the Faculty of Health Science always can improve the collaboration, not only in the universities in the ASEAN, but also in the Europe. And I hope Professor Ivan can accept our offering, our proposal to increase the collaboration. Now, in this event, also attending our partner from the Surabaya, datang in Surabaya, ya, and from Ponorogo, ada? Surabaya, Ponorogo, and then Panjen, and Jember. Okay. So nanti setelah ini mungkin ada pembicaraan dengan Ivan untuk berkolaborasi dengan University of Alicante. So thank you and enjoy this seminar from the beginning until the end. And to opening this session, let's say together Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now continue to the next agenda. That is our first plenary session. Before that, we would like to thank to Vice Rector Wan for attending and opening this event. We also pleased if Professor has another agenda. Before the moderator takes over this event, I will introduce our moderator for the first session. She is Mrs. Juwita Sari, MS. She is one of our nursing lecturer who is graduate from University National Cheng Kung, Taiwan. So, without any further ado, Mrs. Juwita Sari, MS, time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ms. Zidni, for this opportunity today. My name is Juwita Sari. I will try to be a moderator of Dr. Ivan and Ms. Anggraini Dwi Kurnia. The Honorable, the first Vice Rector of University of Muhammadiyah Malang, the Dean and all Vice Dean Faculty of Muhammadiyah Malang, and then all expert speakers here, and then the Honorable of all co-hosts and all representative of University of Muhammadiyah Surabaya, University of Muhammadiyah Ponorogo, Stikes Kepanjen, University of Muhammadiyah Jember, and all the participants here. Today we will have an international seminar with the topics comparing community health services between Spain and Indonesia, about hypertension management and in rural area, and the trend of cosmetic trends, about parabens use and its effect in the body. And then for the first, let us watching the profile of University of Alicante first.
You hear me, you see me. I am the voice of many voices. University of Alicante. Modern, cosmopolitan, it is improving. It is progressing. We want to reach out to you. We want you to reach out to us. At the University of Alicante, we bring the future closer to you. Technology, science, innovation, art, humanities, sport, shown in a way you could never have imagined. Everything in our reach, in your reach. University of Alicante.
Okay, give applause for this profile. Okay, maybe you can tell us in which part of Spain the location of this university, sir?
I want to tell you in my presentation.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, and then...
I don't want to make a spoiler of myself.
Oh, of course. we will focus later. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, so before we begin our sharing session, let me introduce the profile of our very expert and good-looking speakers here. Assistant Professor Dr. Ivan Hernandez Caravaca. It is true about the spelling.
Yeah.
Ivan, yes,
You did
okay.
perfectly.
Philosophical doctor from University of Alicante. He is a veterinary medicine in 2003, and he also is an expert of community nursing, especially in physiology. Okay, and then he is also researcher in the Institute of Murciano of Health Investigation. There are so many papers that I already see in the ResearchGate profile of him, and then at least 3 research contracts and scientific production of approximately 55 articles. And then 15 of them were published in GCR journal, and 13 of them are in first quartile of their category of reputation of this journal. Please give applause of the expert. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And the topic of our discussion this morning is about health services in Spain, comparing health system between Spain and in the community within 30 minutes. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ivan Hernandez, and then time is yours.
If it's no problem, I prefer to stand up and be in front of you. If it's no problem. I would like to have, do you already have my presentation? Do you have my presentation? Do you want to? I always be prepared. No worries. I have my own pointer. I prefer to do it. Could you please put it in the computer? Okay, I have my own pointer. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all the authorities. Thank you for the opportunity to be here, and thank you all of you to listen to me today. For those of you that are thinking, why doesn't work? I don't know. It's not working anymore. Doesn't work. No. Okay. For those of you that are asking who in the world is Spain, I will say that Spain is in the European Union, in Europe. The north border of Spain is France. I don't know why the pointer don't work in the screen. And the west part, the west border is Portugal. Here you can see this is Spain. Here is Alicante, and where I work. And here you can see Murcia. That is the place where I live, okay? Let me show you some pictures of my city. This is the Murcia downtown, and you can see the Segura rivers that cross the city. Two of the main monuments in my city is the cathedral that was built in the 1465, and you also can see a Roman theater that was built in the year 5 before Christ. Some popular traditions in my city is the Easter week processions, and people used to wear like this. It's called Nazarenos, and all these people give sweets to the young people. To your right, you will see the Festival of Spring. It's another popular tradition that is the people used to wear traditional costumes. It's called huertanos, and now you're gonna see the most beautiful girls in Spain. That are my two daughters, wearing in their traditional costumes. We have also very beautiful beaches, such as Mar Menor Sea, that is the biggest salty lake in Europe. We have also this beautiful national park called Calblanque. And for sure, we have very, very nice food, such as paella, made with seafood and rice, the caldero, and for the dessert, I recommend you the paparajote, that is made with a leaf of a lemon. But today is not a free tour of Spain. We are going to talk about the types of health system worldwide. And let me start talking about how can differentiate the different health systems regarding the financing. We can divide it in public or in private, okay? As you can see in the slide, we can see that the different countries worldwide have public and private health systems. The more dark the country is, the more private is the financing of this health system. We can also divide it in these three types. You probably know the social insurance, called the Bismarck model, the National Health Service, called the Beveridge model, or the liberal, also called the free market. Let me start talking about the social insurance. That what it was, its origins was in the yields in the Middle Ages, where the people pay an amount of money, and they were entitled to have a surgeon, pharmacy, and an undertaking that is very costly. The first country that get this social insurance was Germany in 1883 by the Chancellor Otto von Bismarck. The main characteristics of this social insurance is that the good is protected by the authorities, and it is mandatory to have this social insurance. And this social insurance is financing by the quotas for the employers and the workers. In other words, you have to work if you wanna have access to this system. You have to have a job to get this social insurance. The free market, represented by the US. The health is considered as a consumer good. Like a car, like a house, you have to buy your your access to the health system. The state, or in other words, you have to pay to get this insurance. Okay, but in the States, we have also services for vulnerable people. In this chart, you will see that 50% of the people get the insurance through their companies. The employers pay for the insurance for their workers. You will see also that 6% have to pay individually for their insurance, and you can see another 35% of the people that receive this access to the system by the Medicare, Medicaid, and military health. This is provided by the states, by the government. The military health is also provided by the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, and you can get access to this service if you have worked in the U.S. Army. But the most importantly of all of this is that 9% of the people in the U.S. don't have access to any insurance. So 30 million of people don't have any health service in the U.S. And also is the more expensive system worldwide. It's cost about 8,000 euros per person per year. So it's the more expensive health system worldwide. And the National Health Service was implemented for the first time in the 1947 by William Beveridge. He's a liberal, but he thought that if people's health improve, the productivity will increase, and as a consequence, our competitiveness as a country too. Health, this National Health Service, is a good protected and provided for the government, and is financing through general taxes. In other words, every person has universal access to the health service. Okay? As you can see in the screen, in the map, you can see the different countries and the model that mainly is implemented in the US. And as you can see, Spain is a national health services. But at the beginning, the system implemented in Spain was the Bismarck model in the early 90s, and linking the work with the access to the system. Then, with the Constitution of 1978, we developed or we moved into National Health Service Beveridge model. So we have universal access to all the services, even though the illegal people. All the people that came to Spain has so fully access to all the services in our country. What about the organization? All the competencies of health service are transferred to the 17 autonomous regions. You can see that Spain is divided in 17 autonomous regions. So the competence to give the service to the people belongs to these 11 autonomous regions. So we have different health services to be as close to the people as we have, because different regions has different needs. That's the reason why our system is so decentralized. Okay. And what is the role of the government of the state? It has to coordinate. He has to cooperate between all the regions to have the equal service in every region of the country. This law is about this, how have to coordinate and cooperate between regions to have equal access and equal services in every region. Here you can see an autonomous region is also divided in health areas that take care of 250 people. And this health area also has their own headquarters that manage all the health institutions and health programs implemented in the area. In every health area, you will find a very big hospital and health specialty centers, okay? But also every area is divided also in small basic health zones that take care of 5 to 25,000 people. At least one primary care center is in every basic health zones, and this primary health center has to be as close as 30 minutes of all the people. In the rural zones, this is impossible, so we built primary care clinics, leader primary care clinics in these rural areas in Spain. That all these primary care clinics belongs to the primary care center. And how in Spain get access to specialized care when the capacity of treatment and diagnosis of the primary care center or clinic are overcome? We have to referral from primary to a specialized level. If you ask me how important is primary care in Spain, I will show you some figures of that. I will say that 70% of all the 650 million consultations a year are sold in primary care. So it's so important to reinforce primary care in Spain because it's the first level and solve most of the consultations per year. Let's have a look at the human staff, the human resources. In total, we have 178 doctors, but only half of them are in charge of primary care. But they solve more of the consultation, but the figures don't match very much. Another important thing that I want to remark of the human resources is more than a half that the doctors in Spain are women. What about the nurses? We are roughly 220,000 nurses in Spain, but only 41,000 are in the primary care level. When it's really when we can do our best job to encourage people to lead their own health. And again, 84% of all the nurses are women. That reflects the power of the women in Spain and in our society. Only the best students in the high schools can get into the medicine of the nurses degrees, and 80% of these students are women. How much does this National Health Service cost for the government? I will say that roughly 2,000 euros per person per year. I have made a calculation in rupees. It's about 31 million rupees per person per year. In Spain also, 1/3 of the people has private insurance, and it costs about 700 euros per year. If we compare the amount of money invested per person per year compared with the rest of Europe, you will see, for example, Germany has almost more than the double of the euros invested in Spain. United Kingdom has also the double of the money invested per person per year. Who was this country are wasting their money? How can compare the efficiency of the different health service in Europe? It's different to compare because, as you have seen, the different countries has different models. The National Health Service, the Bismarck model. We can do it with health indicators, like the life expectancy. As you can see, Spain and most of the European countries have a life expectancy below 80 years. And a few years ago, we were the second country in the world behind Japan in life expectancy. We can also use an indicators such as Euro Health Consumer Index that compare the accessibility, how fast you can get to the specialized level, and the satisfaction of the people. And we are not that much. We are in the middle of the table, but invest almost half of the money of the rest of the country, of the European countries. So we are not that bad. The satisfaction level of National Health Service is so important, and 60% of the people think that we have a good or a very good health system in Spain. But we have better scores in the specialized level compared to primary level that take care of most of the consultation per year. So again, it is not balanced, the personnel in charge of primary care and in specialized level. You know, we have in Spain equity in healthcare. We can get access equally to this healthcare, but this doesn't mean, as you know, equal in health. And this is because of, as you know, Mark Malone's info that show us that only 10% of the death in Canada in this info are due to the sanitary system or the health system. The most important thing to be controlled is the lifestyle, because 40% of the deaf people is due to the stress, the diet, the environment, the sedentarism, all these kind of things, not due to the health system. This is also important, our genetics, and for sure our environment, our biological environment, our biosocial environment, our cultural environment is also important, but the most important is our lifestyle, not the health system. So we have to change our mind, because 90% of the money invested in health are put it in health systems, not in education, not in try to go directly to the causes of the real deaths. We have to change our paternalistic approach to the users. We cannot say, come on, I'm going to help you, I'm going to take care of you. No. We have to say to the people, you can lead your own health. I'm going to provide you some tools, the knowledge you need. Otherwise, the role of the user is going to be passive. Just, I have a problem, please help me. No. You have to help people to lead their own health. Because if you don't do that, we can always deal with symptoms and the problem. But if we don't go directly to the causes, you will have always the same problems, and the user will be sick again and sick again and sick again if you don't go direct to the causes. So, the father of salutogenic model, Aaron Antonovsky, said, it is probably better focus on what keeps a man healthy rather than spending a large resources dealing with illness. Why don't we focus in what keeps a man healthy instead of try to cure when he is sick? You know what I mean? So, the big challenge for all of you and for us in Spain is to try to change customers or users' mind. They have to lead their own health. We have to provide, we have to promote, but they have to control their health. We cannot solve them. We have to help them to find how to care of themselves. We have to, for sure, force our governments to reinforce primary care, because it's the filter and it's the part health system that that can stop this all these diseases that have to be treated in the specialized level. Well, I want to finish my first speak like I do in my lessons in Spain. I will ask you, who are you are studying to be a nurse? Please raise your hand. You? So, only 2 people are studying to be a nurse? Only 2? You are studying to be a nurse? Yes? Could you please say your name to the audience?
My name is Azahra from Nurse Faculty.
Okay, super. You are going to be in charge to solve the question of today. Are you nervous?
I am.
He is nervous. Let's see. You have to mark the correct answer regarding the Spanish National Service. Did you attend to my speech?
A little, but yeah.
Only a little? Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see. First one is the National Health Service. In the National Health Service, the access to the system is provided by the government. The second one is it is financed by general taxes. The health professional mainly women. 70% of consultations in Spain are solved in primary care. Or the last one, all the answers are correct. Take your time. And your answer is?
Because at the moment I answer it is C, but maybe it's E that true.
What is your final answer?
I go with C.
Are you so sure? All the people, all the audience are watching at you. Let's see if you have failed or not? Could you please mark the E? Click in the E. Click here. And the answer is, oh my God. Just click. Yes, you are absolutely right. You're going straight to the success in your life. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir, about your very comprehensive explanation about the healthcare system in the community settings of your country in Spain. And then maybe we can continue our sharing and discussion after the second plenary session. Okay. And then before we move to the second speaker, let me introduce about the profile of Ms. Anggraini Dwi Kurnia, Magister of Nursing, Specialist in Community Nursing. Actually, she is a lecturer in the Community Department of Faculty of Health Science, Nursing Department, University of Muhammadiyah Malang since 2011. And then her research interest is about community health nursing, family nursing, geriatric nursing, family support, self-management, and health promotion. And then she had graduated from Master of Nursing Science from Kasetsart University of Thailand in February 2016 and pursue her bachelor degree from University of Brawijaya Malang. And then there are several achievements that already had. The first is about achievement in sleep deprivation, about habit solution and strategies, teach art from University of Michigan. And then there are so many another certificate and many reputable articles already published, especially in the first, second, and third quartile in SCR journal. And then there are 2 awards that already got by her. The first is become the best presenter in international conference, and the second is best academic performance in Master of Nursing Science program in Kasetsart University of Thailand. And then she also became a reviewer of various journals, and then several positions about her career from the head of nursing profession in University of Muhammadiyah Malang, become head of nursing laboratory in Faculty of Health Science University of Muhammadiyah Malang, become editor in a nursing journal, and then there are scholarship from Ministry of Research and Technology, University of Kasetsart of Thailand. And then the topic of our today from the second speakers is about implementation of hypertension management among uncontrolled hypertension patients in rural Asia. And then please give applause for second speakers. Time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning, everyone. The Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Health Science, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, and the Honorable Vice Dean, first, second, and third, Faculty of Health Science, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, and also the Honorables, the invited guests, and university that already to be co-hosts in this international seminars. And of course, our speakers today from Spain, Dr. Ivan, and also Bu Rahma from the pharmacist. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank from the committee and Faculty of Health Science already invite me to be one of the speaker today for the international seminar. Hopefully, after you all already heard the explanation from the Dr. Evans, and our topic, of course, relate with the already speak about how to promote health of the patients and well-being. It will be related with my topics about the implementation of hypertension management among uncontrolled hypertensive patients. Maybe I would like to introduce myself also. Let me introduce myself. My name is Anggrani Dwi Kurnia, one of the faculty members of the Faculty of Health Science and also the vocationals department. And I'm right now in the same position as the Dr. Ivan as the Community Nursing Department, Faculty of Health Science, University of Muhammadiyah Malang. Okay, next. Okay, this is what will I discuss and I differ today about the introductions about how to manage the hypertension, particularly in the non-pharmacological therapy, and then we will discuss about hypertension management, and the last about the conclusions. And then slides. Okay. Regarding with how to improve the health being or health status of the patients, as we know, hypertension is one of the killer silent disease, right? Besides hypertension, there are diabetes management. And the previous study reported that hypertension is health threat to 40% adult worldwide. And also hypertension is 18% burden to low and middle income country. And Indonesia is one of the developing country. This country has also high hypertension patients currently. And then East Java hypertension prevalence about 8.1%, and in the age of 18 and 36 years old in the 32%. And also regarding with the Ministry of Health of the Indonesia, 15 million living with hypertension, and unfortunately around 50% uncontrolled hypertension. So that come from this information, the student are especially we are as a healthcare provider should know about what is the uncontrolled hypertension. Okay, next. Yes, the people that have diabetes, the people that have hypertension, and we can say that, oh, you are or she or he as uncontrolled hypertension. Okay, we can mention or we can say about it if a condition in blood pressures more than 140 per 19 by an average 3 measurements in patients that taking antihypertensive medication or not. It means that if you already measure the patients in 3 times and the result of that blood pressure still high, we can namely she or he in uncontrolled hypertension conditions. And uncontrolled hypertension can cause of 40% death according to Anthony Ningrum. This is quite a challenge for us that we face many people that have uncontrolled hypertension. And uncontrolled hypertension can come to the many complications if we can control it as well. Okay, so we are still discuss about the uncontrolled hypertension. Many things that cause uncontrolled hypertension, such as first, people feel that they already already safe and no previous complaint, so they think that they don't need to come to the healthcare providers. So they think they don't want to routine control, so will come up to the uncontrolled hypertension. And the second one causes by difficult to follow the proper treatment procedure. Yes, this is our challenge also as a community of nursing, that when we get some access from the patients or from the client that have hypertension, she say that it's really difficult to follow the proper treatment, such as, for example, maybe every month they should come to the healthcare provider, or we can call posyandu, or we can come to the puskesmas. That's difficult because mostly the patients that have the uncontrolled hypertension in elderly, so they need to support from the others to come up with the routine controls. And the other causes is make healthy lifestyle change. Yes, this is our homework as the nursing community healthcare about how to change the lifestyle of behavioral of the community. It's the difficult ones because I mean that we not just come one or two, but I think we have to good teamwork with the patients, so we can make some what we call consultations, or not just give some informations, but also consultation which one that suit or proper treatment for the patients. And then beside that, we also should consider about the factor contributed the uncontrolled hypertension, about the age and then level of education. Yes, level of education, this is important, because if we come back or take a look for the theory from the KAP, knowledge, attitude, and practice. If we would like someone have a good practice, at least they also have higher in their education levels or knowledge levels. And then another factors that contribute, lack of the compliance with antihypertensive therapy, smoking, alcohol, obesity, lack of physical activity. I think the first step that should we do as the community nurse is to improve or increasing the level of knowledge of management of hypertension. Yes, because if they know, we expect that and we assume that they already know how to practice the management of hypertension. Okay, right? Okay, this is I think for the review what we call about the hypertension management. I think for not only the uncontrolled but controlled hypertension also have the same management. This is particularly for the non-pharmacological management hypertension. The first one's about the exercise training. Yes, exercise training. Before we give the what we call the example of the exercise, of course, we should have the good assessment of them, which one the exercise that suit or fits with the patient's conditions, and then we can make the routine exercise, or we can make some schedule so they can follow the schedule. I think it will be sweet. Not just only we just give some information about the exercise, but we can give the example and exercise together. And the second one is about the moderation in alcohol consumption. I think because in Indonesia is mostly Muslim, so it's not quite a challenge for us about the alcohol consumption. So yes, this is fortunate for us to low of the alcohol consumptions. And then the third about reduce sodium intake. Yes, this is also the high challenge for us to reduce the sodium intake, because what we call the content of our foods, it's quite a high sodium intake. So because if there is no taste, it's not delicious. Yeah, so we need to give some knowledge and some information about how to reduce the sodium intake. And I think it's related with the healthy diets. Yeah, healthy diets, and students can take a look for the DAS dietary pattern. You can follow from the information from the DAS to give some information to the patients. And also the weight loss. I think I also consider for the weight loss. Okay, weight loss, it's one of the important also, because with the weight loss management, the patient that's come up to the obesity, and this is we can prevent from the hypertension or other complications. And the last about the resistant exercise training that can improve the muscle strength and of course improve the immune of the patients. Next. Okay. Okay. So the first steps that we can come to the patients to improve the hypertension management with the health education. However, health education is not easy. It takes time. It's not just once we come visit to the patient's home, but also we can twice, and we should have the follow-up or monitoring what already done with our health educations. Next. Okay. If we talk about the health education to the patients, we should consider about the structured health education intervention. So we don't just come with one information and can give information. No, but we should have a good plan to give some health education, such as what the results come from our assessment, and hopefully the health education intervention can solve the problem of the patients. Okay, that just come and go and enough. No, there is no the structured health education. And of course, the health education will based on the individual's need. For example, if we have 5% with hypertensive patients, I think the information from each patient will differ. So we will come with the individual needs, what they want to do, and what they need to improve their health status. And yes, we need about the monitoring by health worker. Yes, of course, we need to some collaborations, not only the healthcare provider as a nurse, but also you have to collaborate with the what we call community health volunteers, namely cadres, or we can collaborate with the other institutions to make the follow-up for the health education that's already been done. And then according to the DARAT, that the previous study talk about the health education have a positive impact and have the engagement and self-care management and improve in blood pressure controls. And also health educations, come from the health education, we can give some recommended managements that suit that proper with the condition of the patients. And this is the and we assume that health education can be important influence, because I'm already talk about come from the theory, from the knowledge, attitude, and practice. If we would like to someone change their behavior to improve their practice, the first of all they already know about the knowledge and then their attitude. Next. Yes, this is our research article with the theme that already published in the International Quarterly Community from the SAGE publications regarding with the effect of educational program on hypertension management toward knowledge and attitude among uncontrolled hypertensions. Yes, I will little bit talk about our previous research with our team. This research, the objective of the study about to know the it's effective or not, that the health education that we already give to the patients about, at least about the knowledge, it's improved or not, the attitude is improved or not in the patient with uncontrolled hypertension. Okay, and about the method. Yes, this is the research design used the COSI experimental study with one group. This is one group with 41 uncontrolled hypertension patients is located in one of the village in Malang, and then we used the hypertension knowledge for to determine the knowledge, and using the KAP questionnaires for determine the attitude of the participants. And this is the results, the characteristic of respondents. Yes, we are so fortunately have this characteristic. Yes, this is the female. Female just dominate the respondent of the uncontrolled hypertension. I don't know if we compare in Spain, female or male that have high uncontrolled hypertension. And older people that most respondents have we faced that have uncontrolled. Yes, as the previous one, I already talked about the factors associated with the uncontrolled hypertension. One is age, right? Age, yes, elderly. For example, it might be caused by because the loans, and there is the family accompany her or come to the healthcare providers, and then maybe they forget something, and can be uncontrolled hypertension. And yes, this is the majority of the educational background is primary school. We know that still have lack of knowledge about the uncontrolled hypertension because the educational is primary school. And also there's a housewife, and the last, the hypertension is more than 1 year. I think they already. We expect that if the people have hypertension more than 1 year, we assume that they know knowledge. But from this research, even they have hypertension more than 1 year, the lack of knowledge still appears. Okay, next. Yes, how about the result? Okay, the result after we have some, before we give some the interventions, 44% still not informed, but after give the health educations, 40% or 99% the levels of knowledge is improved. And how about the attitude? Also the attitude, 85%, the attitude of the participants have improvements. Next. Okay, this is the did the research answers our questions? And yes, from the beginning, the objective of the research is the health education to improve the knowledge and the attitude. Yes, this is the result. Our health education that already give is effective to improve the knowledge and the attitude. So I think it can be applied or implemented to another area, particularly in this Malang or maybe in another area. Okay, that's come from the discussions. We can talk about the health educations that given to the patients can improve their knowledge. So it's mean that we can give this health educations, but however have the what we call one point that should consider if we give the health educations. For example, once the structures health education, we should have a good plans, and then two, we should collaborate with another institutions such as the community and then the healthcare providers, not only the nursing but also the physicians maybe and dietary physicians or others, and also in another instances. And health education is need, I think still need improve also, because the level of knowledge, the level of education is still low. So I think we should improve our health education as well. Next. Okay, from the conclusions from my research, previous research, health educations, hypertension effectively improve the knowledge, and health education is effective against the attitudes, hypertension management with patient uncontrolled hypertension. And also as community nursing, we expect that with this result, hopefully the nurse or the other healthcare providers who want to help educations not only give some the information in one way, but also please give some such as what we call discuss together and what they need, and it will be proper and fit with the patient conditions. Okay, and for my recommendations, health education in Indonesia still be important thing to improve, and health providers should apply it, and don't forget to give that what you already study in information to spread to the other patient, so the patient with uncontrolled hypertension will decrease in time as well. Next. Okay, thank you. I think this is the last of my comment or statement. Thank you for your attentions, and thank you very much, Dr. Ivan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nia, about this such a wonderful presentation today, and already give us so many comprehensions about the hypertension management in rural area in Indonesia. So we move to the another section to give opportunity to all of you and all representative from University of Muhammadiyah Jember, University of Muhammadiyah Ponorogo also to ask some question or sharing their experience regarding these two topics. Oke, silakan Masnya duluan. You can join through use microphone. You can mention your name, class, and who do you want to ask?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Bintang. I'm from Nurse Department Class A. In here, I want to meet Fat about you explained earlier that in Spain there is primary care and How can Spain even out these health facilities? Because in Indonesia, health facilities are still not evenly distributed. Jadi bahasa Indonesianya, Bu.
It's okay, it's okay.
tadi Anda menjelaskan di Spanyol ada primary care and specialist care. Bagaimana di sana itu dapat memeratakan fasilitas kesehatan tersebut, karena di Indonesia sendiri fasilitas kesehatan itu masih belum merata. Thank you.
Bintang, thank you for your question. Your English is perfect. I understand your question perfectly. I will say that we have roughly 13,000 primary care centers in Spain, 13,000 compared to the 500 hospitals. I mean, we have a lot of facilities in charge of the primary care compared to the hospitals that are very, very big hospitals. And I have said in my presentation, every facility for primary care has to be as close as 30 minutes by car to the people. If not, such as in the rural areas, you have to build another primary care, little primary care clinic, take care of this community. So the purpose of the primary care is to be as close to the people as they can. So all the facilities has to be less than 30 minutes travel to the people in the different areas. For sure, the doctor is asked me how are the equipped, the different levels of our health care system. For sure, primary care has less resources in terms of the diagnosis or treatment of the diseases, but this is not the purpose. The purpose is to increase the knowledge, as the great speaker said in his presentation. So we have all the resources, we have our knowledge, and we have our voice.
Thank you. Okay, Mas Bintang. Actually, the meaning of his name is stars.
Stars?
Yes.
Like the stars?
Yes.
Yeah. You will be a star soon.
Amin. Okay. Terjawab, Mas? Okay. And then maybe another question. Okay. The left side of me, behind. Okay. Yes.
Okay, before it, I'm introduce myself. My name is Nadia Faria Pamayuda from major of pharmacy. I want to ask a question about health service. We know that the purpose of making health insurance is to guarantee treatment if we experience an illness that need treatment. In Indonesia, we call the government health insurance is BPJS to guarantee health nationally. But so far there have been problems, namely the existence of tensions between general patient and BPJS patient in the form of different quality of health service that we get. BPJS patient get health service that are slow and less than optimal. It became a disappointment in the minds of the people. What do you think about this? And is there also a difference in the quality of health service in Spain
between general patient and insurance patient in health institution? Thank you.
Her name is Nadia. She asked about the treatment compared for the patient that covered by national health insurance compared by private insurance. It is equal or different? Which one is better?
I would say that the National Health Service, that is the health service that all the Spanish people have, is the best compared to the private insurance in Spain. Only, as I have said in my presentation, only 1/3 of the people use or pay for extra private insurance, just for the convenience, just to be attended faster, not for getting a best assistance. That's my opinion.
Maybe you can describe further about there are several levels, because in Indonesia the name of our insurance is National Health Insurance is BPJS. There have some categorization to classify the cost. Maybe it is same with your country or no? Leveling of payment.
No, we don't have to pay nothing. All is paid by our taxes. When you work, some of our salaries are put directly for this, or when you buy the bottle of water, when you buy something, some part of these taxes are goes to financing of this health, National Health Service. That's the reason why you don't have to pay for nothing.
Oh, okay. It is also cover for foreigner that go to the Spain?
even though you are an illegal in our country,
Yes.
you will have full access to all the services.
Wow, give applause. You can go to Spain because it is all covered by the tax, ya. Jadi
We have a lot of discussions with this in Spain, but right now this is the law, and we follow the law.
Okay, thank you. Mbak Nadia? Oke, terjawab nak? Oke, makasih. Maybe? Okay. For the second speaker maybe? Okay. You feel nervous?
Yes.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Andri Kartika Basuki from Student Nurse University Muhammadiyah of Malang. I want to ask something we're talking about hypertension. So when people use of hypertension lowering drugs such as amlodipine can damage organs if consumed for a long time, and if the patient is already dependent of the drug, what is the effective anticipation other than medicine? Thank you for that.
Miss Nia?
Thank you for Basuki, right? What's your nickname? Oh, Basuki as well, okay. Thank you, Basuki, for your questions. I will answer your questions. Okay, Basuki asks about how if people, patients that have the antihypertensive drugs in the long time period, right? Okay. If I would like to relate with what I already talked today about the knowledge, how to give the informations about that. So one of the important informations about the antihypertension drug, Okay, we should the patient should have contact with the physicians maybe or the pharmacist if they would like to stop or not. Okay, so the important thing is we should prove that okay, you Miss or Mister, please come to routine control to know that you have to drink or not this antihypertension drug. Okay, so the important thing is the routine control, so they not come up to the uncontrolled hypertension is the important. So the important one is they should routine control and know the current condition. So the drugs is stopped or not, it depends on the maybe the positions of the pharmacist. I think this questions for your Basuki answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Ms. Nia. Okay, so because we have a limitation of the time, so we come up the end of the first session of this discussion. So I will return this first session to our MC. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Juwita Sari MS, Dr. Ivan, and Mrs. Anggreni Dwi Kurnia MS for the first session. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will move to the second session of this seminar. This session will be guided by Mrs. Rizka Novia S. Pharm APT MSc as moderator, who is one of our pharmacy lecturer who graduated from Taipei Medical University, Taiwan. So please, Mrs. Rizka Novia S. Pharm APT MSc, time is yours.
Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Ms. Sydney, for the brief introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second session of the International Seminar Faculty of Health Science, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, 2023. My name is Rizka Novia Atmadani, and I'm going to be your moderator in this second session. We are back again with our two honorable speakers, Dr. Ivan and Ms. Rahma, for our next two topics. So before we are going to the second topics, if we talk about technology in cosmetics and what is the latest beauty trends recently, technology is rapidly transformed the cosmetics and beauty industry, leading to the emergence of innovative skincare products. And one of the common and very knowledgeable preservative in cosmetics and pharmaceutical products, for example, parabens, is very widely used among cosmetic industry. However, some research has connected parabens with several health issues, including fertility. So that's two hot topics we'll discuss with our great speakers, Dr. Ivan and also Ms. Rahman. And before we go to the lecture session, our lecture till the next maybe 40 minutes for each speaker. All the speakers will talk each around 20 minutes. After the two speakers presented their topics, we'll have a discussion about 10 minutes. All the audience can ask questions to our speakers. So without any further ado, please I'm very welcome Dr. Ivan for the next topic, which is the connection between parabens and against fertility, right? Okay, please. 20 minutes is yours.
Okay. I will stand.
Okay.
Stand up again.
Yes, please.
Thank you again for the great introduction. I really appreciate that. Okay, today we are going to talk about parabens and how they may impact fertility. For this research that I'm going to present today with you, I have the collaboration of the University of Murcia. Let's see if it works. No. Okay, thank you. Now it works. All the technical problems solved. Thank you so much. As I said, I have the collaboration for this research of the University of Murcia, with the vet faculty. As I said, we have two options. We have to keep going, try to solve, try to fight the illnesses, try to fight or deal against symptoms, but we have to fight against the causes if we want to improve our users' health. Human fertility in developed countries is a real problem. As you can see here, the fertility rate in developed countries is below 2 children per woman. Even in Spain, our fertility rate is even lower, is 1.3 children per woman. And this is a problem because nowadays 27% of all the people in Spain is over 65 years old. So we have this pyramid. And the problem is that the people that are retired, that has stopped work, is paid by the government, and all this money comes for the money of the workers. And if we don't have workers, we cannot pay for the retired people. We need children. What has happened? This is the evolution of the age of the woman that became a mother for the first time. As you can see, the age of the woman in which became a mother for the first time nowadays is roughly 33 years old. And there's no problem. Couples want to get fun, want to live great experience, want to have a car, want to have a house, both want to have stable jobs, and there's no problem. Please live your life. There's no problem, but the problem appears when you want to have a baby. Oh my gosh, you are over 30s. You have no hair in your head. You are old. Here you can see the relation between age and the oocytes, that is the gamete of the female gamete, with genetic alteration. The older the woman, the more genetic alteration it has. So it may be a good option to have babies a little bit early, or get freeze out of our oocytes. I recommend to my friends that get freeze the oocytes if you don't want to start your career. Take your ovaries out and put it in the fridge, and you can use it later on with a good quality. And what about you guys? How about your sperm quality? Is good? is bad. The quality of Spain has reduced 0.5% since 1973. We have half of the million of spermatozoa per milliliter that we have in the 1973. We decreased 1.10% of this sperm year by year. And if you look here, since 2000, this declining has been accelerated. We reduced our amount of spermatozoa in 2.7% per year. So, I did an estimation, follows Levin's study, and I calculate that in 2053, we will have only 15 million spermatozoa per milliliter. So, follow the World Health Organization, all the men, sorry about that, will be oligospermic. At that point, you have two options. One is to pray, and the second is to go directly to reproduction assisted reproduction. These are the two options we have. Or we can go against the causes of this reduction of the fertility. One of these is the obesity. I have told to your colleagues that roughly 50% of people in Spain and in most of the developed countries are overweight. This obesity in women reduce the quality of the oocytes, reduce the development of the embryo within your utero, and it also have produced alteration in your endometrium. And in males, reduce the production of testosterone and alterate all the sperm parameters. So, the obesity is a real problem, more than COVID, more than all the pandemics worldwide. Obesity is a real problem. For sure, it's a fact that we have changed our environment. And as a consequence, a lot of chemical substances we are facing with them. Some of these substances are the endocrine disruptors. These endocrine disruptors can be natural or artificial. Mainly can produce more hormones or can block the production of them. So if you have this endocrine chemical disruption, you can produce hormones that you don't need it at that moment, or you can block the production of the hormones that you need it at that point. Here you can see that there are hundreds of endocrine disruptors. Most of them are produced by humans, and they are in the environment, such as metals, pesticides, bisphenol, phthalates, and parabens that we are talking about today. Parabens are everywhere, in every product, almost in every product you use for your hygiene, for your cosmetics. I will ask you something. And please raise your hand, all of you that use cosmetics or use skin creams for your skin care. Please raise your hand. None of you use creams for your skin care? I will say, I use it every day and every night. That's the reason why I'm so beautiful. And I cannot believe you. You use these screens and you know it. You have to raise your hands. The second question, who of you take at least 2 showers per week? Please raise your hand. You don't take a shower during the whole week? Please raise your hands. You didn't take a shower in a whole week? For those of you that didn't raise your hand, I will say, oh my God. Please don't do that. Don't raise your hand during my speech. Okay. Parabens are everywhere, are preservatives that the industry put inside of the product that you use for your hygiene, not only in the cosmetics we use, but also in the shampoo, in the soup that we use, the deodorant that I encourage to use it, please. And these parabens goes against the bacteria and the fungi that can grow in these products, okay? And they are so, are very cheap, so are there. We are good in eliminate these parabens. We can eliminate through the urine, so we are so good doing that. But the problem is that we are facing day by day with these parabens. So in our organism always have some concentration of this paraben. Here you can see the 4 parabens that are allowed to be used in Europe. The methylparaben, ethylparaben, propylparaben, and butylparaben. And I will say that Europe is the more restrictive legislation worldwide. For sure, in other countries we will find more parabens, more quantity than in Europe. Parabens has demonstrated to decrease 40% the fertility of women with high concentration of methylparaben and ethylparaben in the urine of these women, and also increase the time to pregnancy with these parabens in the urine. So the higher the concentration of paraben in the urine, the more time the women take to get pregnant. And what about you guys? The parabens has anti-androgenic action, so reduce the production of testosterone, our hormone. And it also damages the sperm DNA. They alter the genetic load of the spermatozoa. And also reduce the motility and the count of spermatozoa. The number of spermatozoa are reduced in face of the parabens in men. Parabens also stimulates the proliferation of breast cancer cells. We have found these parabens in breast cancer, so we have to take care of this. We know that parabens affect fertility, but how evaluate the paraben effects on the gametes, on the oocytes, and in the spermatozoa, human and oocytes of the women? We have 2 options, again. Always in life we have options. The first option is to use human gametes, but it has a lot of ethical issues. And another option is to use an animal model. And I will say in that point that despite of monkeys, the animal that has the highest correlation with our DNA is the pig. 90% of coincidence with human genome. And also the gametes are similar to human ones. That's the reason why the researchers are using swine model to study the effect of these endocrine disruptors of these parabens in the gametes. So, I live in Spain. I live in a country where the jamón serrano is made. I know that you are Muslim, but this tastes delicious. I'm a nurse, but I have to say also that I'm also a vet, and I've been working 20 years as a vet, working with pigs because it's the animal that I like the most. And in this research, I put together two of my passions to provide knowledge and tools for the people to take care of themselves and the animals. Here you can see the experimental design of my research. First of all, we went to the slaughterhouse and take the ovaries of the sows. Then we collect the oocytes of these ovaries and put it in plates. And we face these ovaries with different concentrations of ethyl paraben. This concentration was detected in breast cancer. So this is concentrations that can be found in humans, okay? Then we did an in vitro maduration. So we did this maduration in this machine. This maduration is done in the woman or in the animal before being ovulated. And we want to know if the maduration of the oocyte is affected by the presence of this paraben. And we did this 4 times with 30 oocytes in every replicate. Then, before the maduration, we take photos with a stereo microscope. Here you can see on the top of the slide the oocyte surrounded by these cumulus cells that are cells that are surrounded the oocyte. Then we put out all these cumulus cells and we obtain only the oocytes. These oocytes are then stained with Hodge, and then we look if these oocytes are madurated or not with a fluorescent microscope. Let's move on to the results of the expansion of cumulus cells. If the maduration was good, the cells that are surrounded the oocyte expand. And we can see here, this is the control, and the different T's are the different concentrations of parabens. You can see that the expansion of this, sorry about that. You can see on the top that the expansion of the cumulus cell in this is higher than in the first photo. So the higher the concentration, the parabens, the less expansion of these cumulus cells, okay? With a statistical significant difference. The diameter of the oocyte is also altered. We have shorter diameters with higher concentration of parabens. Your oocytes will be shorter or smaller. And more importantly, if we have a look at the maduration, you have to keep in mind that the oocyte, after being ovulated, is in metaphase 2, like in this picture. You can see the polar body there. This is oocyte. Be prepared to be ovulated, okay? And the second one is an oocyte immature with a germinal vesicle intact. So let's see what happened in the phase of the paraben. Here you can see that the control that get maturation, the 60% of the oocyte get maturate in the control group, and with the concentration of parabens, the mature oocytes reduce very, very much. So we can increase, and it's a fact that reduce the fertility because affect the maturation of the oocyte. In summary of this research, I would say the parabens in phase of the oocyte reduce the expansion of the cumulus cells, reduce the diameter of the oocyte, and more importantly, reduce the maturation or reduce the percentage of maturate oocyte to be ovulated. And what is the situation here in Indonesia? I couldn't find any paper regarding this. Maybe the next speaker have more information about that. I have found this paper of 2018, and it said that some of the Asian people has the higher concentration of parabens in their urine. So let me give you a free advice. Keep having a shower, but first check the products you use, because even though Alfred Hitchcock movie said, a shower is not going to kill you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ivan. Very informative knowledge. And maybe we will discuss it again later, or deeply discussion in the discussion session. So we now continue to our next speaker with topic innovative trends and technology in cosmetics with Ms. Diah Rahmasari. So Ms. Diah Rahmasari, Master of Pharmacy, she got her degree Bachelor of Pharmacy in University of Muhammadiyah Malang. She then continued her master degree of pharmacy with focus on technology pharmacy in University of Erlangga, and she got her apothecary program later in University of Muhammadiyah Malang. Now she is a lecturer in pharmacy department of University of Muhammadiyah Malang. She had so many publications and she often gives oral presentations in many occasions. Her publications topics related on innovative and trends that's going on in technology pharmacy, for example, nanostructured lipid carrier system, nanoemulsion, and also emulsion. So Ms. Diah Rahmasari, 20 minutes is yours. Please go to, you will stand up or in, oh, okay, please, thank you.
Check. Okay. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Dean of Health Science Faculty and Vice Dean of University of Muhammadiyah Malang, the Honorable co-host, guests from University of Muhammadiyah Surabaya, Muhammadiyah Ponorogo, Jember, and Stikes Kepanjen Malang, and our lovely invited speaker from Alicante University, Spain, Mr. Ivan, and also Ms. Nia as first speaker. And for all of you, thank you for the opportunity today for let me sharing about health science, especially in pharmacy. Okay, before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Diah Rahmasari, and I'm lecturer and for sure researcher in pharmacy department, University of Muhammadiyah Malang. And I think I see a lot of my students here. Where is the pharmacy study? Okay.
Now you raise your hands. Now yes?
I think they are afraid of you, sir. Okay. Okay, without any further, letting me in sharing about something in innovative trends and technology in cosmetic. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah, I think Mr. Ivan give a very attractive presentation about parabens, and I think the pharmacy student must know that you going to shower with parabens every day, in cosmetic every day. I think you are take a shower every day. Okay, first when I talk about innovative trends about cosmetic, I want to remembering you all about the definition of the cosmetic. Cosmetic is a substance or mixture intended to be placed in contact with the human body for the purpose of exclusively or mainly cleaning them. So the shampoo for take a shower is the cosmetic, right? Yeah. Okay, and then cleaning, perfuming them, changing their appearance, protecting them, keeping in the good condition, and correcting body odors. Okay, this is the, okay. And this is the example of the cosmetic products. There are skincare, like sunscreen, moisturizer, and then the anti-agings, and then makeup. There are face makeup, hair cosmetic, and nail polish. And then there are grooming aids like soap, shampoo when you take a shower. And then perfumes. Anyone does have using perfumes today? Okay. They are raise their hand. Okay, perfumes and aromatherapy is one of the cosmetics too. And then we have to, yeah, next. Yeah, this is the cosmetics through the age, and I think I will remember in a little bit in the before ancient. Yeah, the cosmetics is used in the ancient, so it is 10,000 before the Christ, and then it continues until now in the now. Okay, next slide, please. So without any further, I will talk about the trends and innovation of the cosmetics. Yeah, the first is the information about the top 10 trends and innovation in 2023. There are several innovation in cosmetics today, and I think you are always have known about that. The first is the use of green cosmetics, immersive beauty, personalized care, anti-aging and rejuvenation, smart skin analysis, cruelty-free cosmetics, blockchain beauty, 3D printing, artificial intelligence, and use of cosmetic nanotechnology. And today we will like to talk one by one of that. Okay. The first is green cosmetic. I think the slide is what is it? Overlapping with the number. Okay, maybe that it's okay. Okay, the first is green cosmetic is the purpose is to advance sustainability. We have to develop products made from naturally derived from ingredients from natural. This will prevent the release of toxic chemical into the air and water during the manufacturing process. And also for alternative, plant-based packaging solution and ingredient upcycling to further reduce environmental pollution and greenhouse emission. And lastly, for using the green cosmetic, we have to use waterless cosmetic products, use fewer resources in production, which makes them more environmentally friendly. But as we know, we are Muslim, and when we use the other solvent, more than like water, like alcohol or ethyl alcohol and etc., it's a little challenge changing today. Okay. Okay. Number 2 is immersive beauty. I think everyone is know that use of the technology in beauty today. Okay, next slide. Yeah, what is the immersive beauty? The immersive beauty in cosmetic industry is adopting an immersive technologies such as augmented and virtual reality. As you know, when you using your PC for gaming, like that, it's to provide personalized experience and increase the customer engagement. And they launch personalized virtual try-on makeup solution, allowing customers to speed up their buying decision. So we can using this application before we deciding to buying some cosmetic. ER and VR technologies support virtual stores and shopping tours, easier to buy products. So this is the one example of the virtual reality in Lancome product. I think Mr. Ivan have to every day know the Lancome product in Europe. So this is the one of the example of the VR technologies for that. Okay, the third is personalized the care. Okay, this is to increase the customer loyalty. Developing personalized solution, they use data science and AI to determine suitable formulas and procedures to each customer. Cosmetic products with modified allergens are specifically designed to address the patient's underlying concern. These avoid ingredients that cause sensitivity reaction, acne, and which prevent allergic reaction. So this is the virtual try-on, same with the AI what is it? What is the predict the allergen or the sensitivity reaction from the cosmetics before we decide to buy it. And the fourth is anti-aging and rejuvenation. Now, as we know, we don't want to get older. We want to look younger every day. So this is the one of the solution is using an anti-aging. The aging causes skin problems such as collagen degradation and high vulnerability to the skin infection. And it's will increasing the demand of anti-aging cosmetic. Stem cell or microbiome-based skin rejuvenation solution are the forefront to advance the skin care industry. And this is the one of the technology now. It's a recent research today about microbiome cosmetic. The cosmetics that contain nutrient-rich bioferment that blend prebiotic, and postbiotic to help hydrate and restore supply skin. This formulation supports the skin microbiome and increase the hydration while maintaining the enzyme, vitamins, nutrients that maintain the skin's barrier function. As we know, maybe you know the ingredient like resveratrol, like hyaluronic acid. You know hyaluronic acid, right? Yeah, this is the one of the microbiome cosmetic. Okay, and the fifth is skin analysis. The smart skin analysis solution determines if a person has uneven skin tone, acne, or other skin issue like EI. The cross-polarized UV lighting and 3D technologies are used to perform this analysis. Devices such as skin analyzer or smart mirror perform humidity and moisture checks, skin condition management, as well as detect the sign of the aging. And further advancement in EI and innovative skincare technologies will allow for detection up to 14 different skin concerns, like wrinkles, like acne, like humidity, and the eye bag, and the radiance of the skin. And the sixth is cruelty-free and halal cosmetic. This is the one of the technology or advanced technology for cosmetics today. This is cosmetic cruelty-free cosmetic and are major consumer-driven trend in the industry. advancing technologies to develop cosmetic without animal testing. As we know, there are some products which give the information in the packaging that they not use the animal for testing. Cosmetic brands use vegan cosmetic formulation to create clean cosmetics that are better for skin and reduce the risk of allergies and inflammation. And the second is halal beauty, is produce cosmetic that consists of ingredients that are natural, cruelty-free, and halal certified. This means that the brand cosmetic do not ingredient derived from blood, pigs, human body parts, predatory animal, reptiles, insects, and alcohol. And then the blockchain beauty, this is the seventh. When it comes to cosmetic, it is crucial to know what they consist of. Because we are mostly Muslim in the blockchain technology is bridging radical change to most industries and the beauty sector. Beauty brands from all over the world started experimenting with blockchain technology and leveraging it to provide a better customer experience. In this way, blockchain technology brings transparency to the cosmetics industry and opens innovative avenues for customer interaction. So I think most of the cosmetics today is give the information in the packaging what is the ingredient for the cosmetics. And then the 3D printing, I think this is the one of the unique technology today, and I think it's not been in Indonesia. It is what is it? It's developed in Europe, I think. The 3D printing is the cosmetic industry utilize 3D printing for solution ranging from designing to packaging the products. It is also leading to greater personalizing, providing customer with better option. It allows customer to directly print cosmetic onto surface of the face, and for some brands, it means that they can sell exact amount required by customer, minimizing waste. In cosmetic packaging, the technology enables new creative and custom solution. And then artificial intelligence, I think this is the whole global of this trend or innovation. AI is revolutioning the cosmetic industry in multiple ways. It improves the beauty product manufacturing process, speeds up customer analysis and communication, and enables virtual product testing. Moreover, AI-based solutions accelerate the discovery of novel cosmetic ingredients. And this is the example of one of the robots that they can produce some formulation with the AI technologies. This robot can being research and development in cosmetic formulation. And then the last is nanotechnology. I think maybe my student, especially in pharmacy, know what is the nanotechnology. I think this is ever been taught in the class. Nanotechnology is one of the innovative science that includes the design, characterization, production, and application of structure, device, and system by controlling shape and size in nanometer scale. Nanoparticles carry cosmetic ingredients, enabling better absorption into the skin, especially for damage repair. Various types of other nanomaterials such as nanosome, liposome, this is for the basic of the neosome, ethosome, nanocapsulation, dendrimer, this is for the polymer, nanocrystal, cubosome, nanoemulsion, and solid lipid nanoparticles, and nanostructured lipid carrier, this is for the base for using lipid. And then I think this is the reason today for using micellar nanoparticle. And also this is all the find in cosmetic manufacture. This improved product efficacy, provide a long-lasting effect, improve color and finish quality to the cosmetic products. Okay, and then I think, what about Indonesia? What is the cosmetic trends or innovative that we can do in Indonesia? Okay, next slide. Yeah. So this is the potential innovative and trends that we can develop in Indonesia. That is green cosmetic and halal cosmetic. I think you guys have already know that we have to always continuing the producing the halal cosmetic in Indonesia. Nah, this is many example of the green sources from the natural cosmetic. Indonesia have a lot of the plants, have a lot of flowers to develop as the natural ingredient of the cosmetic, such as coffee beans, such as the tomatoes and cucumbers and the others. And then the halal cosmetic, the Indonesia Indonesia is one of the countries with the largest Muslim population in the world, and it's no wonder that Indonesia is one of the countries with highest consumption of halal products. Halal cosmetics have existed since 1995, but the halal product regulation was started in 2014 by the Indonesian government, and cosmetic products that were affected domestically and those coming from overseas. To be halal, the ingredient of the raw material to finished product must follow Islamic law, such as not derived from pigs, from bloods, not from human body parts, predatory animals and reptiles, and must comply Sharia in accordance with the recommendation to the Institute of the Indonesia Ulama Council. And from the based on the data, the cosmetic market in Indonesia is considered as a highly competitive place. The Indonesia cosmetic industry is fast and growing, and the halal cosmetic segment is no exception. In recent years, there has been growing trends in use of halal cosmetics in Indonesia. According to market insight provider President's Research, the global halal cosmetic market amount to 45 billions in 2022, and is expected to more than triple in around 162 billions in 2030. So this is the prospect for Indonesia's halal cosmetic industry. The prospect for cosmetic industry in Southeast Asia, especially largest economies, remains bright for the coming years. Euromonitor International also predicts that Indonesia, along with Vietnam, will become the fastest growing cosmetic market in Asia. A key driver in the uptake of halal cosmetics in Indonesia is wealth of opportunities in different segments with the same industry of beauty. As of 2017, the impact of social media on halal cosmetics have been significant, with Indonesians making up over 6% of Instagram's overall monthly active users. And the modern Muslims in Indonesia is highly connected to social media, fashion, and beauty. Additionally, beyond social sharing, the rapid growth e-commerce such as Tokopedia, Shopee, as well as beauty platforms such as Sociola have provided easier access to products to meet consumers across the archipelago. And halal regulation have brought to the new opportunities for the cosmetic industry in Indonesia. Besides giving on-site cosmetic manufacturers a competitive edge over off-site brands in domestic market, halal-certified local cosmetic companies can also grow their market share in overseas market, maybe like in Europe. Okay, maybe that's all that I can say about the trends and innovative cosmetic around the world, and especially in Indonesia for our opportunity. Thank you so much for listening me today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ms. Rahma, for a very wonderful presentation regarding trends cosmetics. Now we are moving to our next session, which is discussion session. If all the audience maybe have any questions to our honorable speakers, you can raise your hands, please. Oh, okay. Maybe, yes. Pak udah. Please mention your name and to whom speaker you would ask.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Hendra Kurniawan from Universitas Muhammadiyah Jember. I have two questions for two speakers for today. The first one for Dr. Ivan. As in the beginning, we got information from you that the parabens is the substance or chemical something that can prevent the growth of bacteria and fungi. As a public consumer, for me, if it yes to apply to the cosmetics, what is the limit of the normal range of the parabens itself to the cosmetics? But if no, how long we can use the cosmetic without parabens and feel safe, and we can feel safe that the cosmetics free from the bacterial and fungi growth. Do you get the point, sir?
I think so. If I'm wrong, please interrupt me. The industry use parabens to avoid, as you said, the growth of the bacteria and fungi, and they use it because they are very cheap. But they are another preservatives that can be used to avoid the growth of bacteria and fungi within the cosmetics. The point is that you have to check the product you have at home to see if in their composition you could find these parabens. You can also find all these the parabens you have seen in my presentation and others that are allowed in other countries. As I said, Europe is the more restricted legislation regarding the number of parabens, the quantity or the percentage of the parabens within the different products. So, in my opinion, what is in our hands is to check that the products are parabens free.
Okay, thank you. And the second question is for Ms. Rahma. I interest about the topic about microbiome cosmetics, which is contains of probiotics something, right? And is the parabens, if we talk in analogy, something like an analogy, is the parabens is like an broad spectrum antibiotics that can also kill the microbiome as well. Yeah, that's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. First, I want to adding the answer for the first question. So I think the parabens, especially in Indonesia, I think all of the cosmetic products in Indonesia have done over the limit of the use of the parabens. But the problem is when we use every day, we not just using one cosmetic for today. We use 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and we don't realize that we use more than the limitation of the parabens. So that is the problems for the use for the parabens. But I think for one product, in every product cosmetic have not over the limit, not reach the limit of the use of parabens. And when we talk in Indonesia, I think the packaging of the product will written by not use paraben or something like that when the product is not use paraben from the product. I think this is the ending for the first question. And the fourth question, the use of microbiome, the using of prebiotics, biotics, or postbiotics is good for our skin. And then the problem is the using of parabens that you say in your question. And then we have to change the using of the parabens with the changing the technology of the production of the cosmetics, that they can protect the microbiome without interact with the antibiotic used in the cosmetic, such as we use the encapsulated technology to encapsulate the microbiome, so they can damage with the use antimicrobial in the formulation. I think I hope you get my answer. Yeah. I hope you get my answer. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for the question.
Okay, thank you. Maybe for the next audience who wants to ask question, okay?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, my name is Rizdia. I'm from Department of Nursing, and I would like to know the opinions of the two officers today. What can be a trigger factor for infertility in both men and women? Because in Indonesia itself, explanation and research on the incident of infertility are still limited. And whether the use of cosmetic can affect infertility in a person, maybe just thank you.
I didn't get the question. Can you repeat it in your native language?
Okay. I would like to know the opinions of the two sources today. What can be a trigger factor for infertility in both men and women? Because in Indonesia itself, explanation and research on the incident of infertility are still limited. And whether the use of cosmetic can affect infertility in a person. Maybe just that question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So maybe trigger factors, right? Trigger factor for infertility, whether they use cosmetics. Because in Indonesia, it's rather no explanation related to infertility. So she asked about what is the trigger factors, the common trigger factors for infertility in human body.
Oh.
Yeah.
The trigger, I don't know, I have talked about some of the causes of the subfertility. One of the main causes is the age. As I have said, the older you are, the lower fertility you have because of the alteration of the quality of your oocytes. And for sure, the environment in where you live, the obesity can highly affect your fertility, and all these hundreds of endocrine disruptors that we face every day. One of them are the parabens, but there are a lot of them. We cannot be in a bubble. We are in a world. We have to keep in mind that all these substances are fighting you, and you have to try to protect from them. This will will be my answer.
Do you get the answers? Okay, do you have any other questions? Oh, okay. So I think it's very right, factors right? Yeah. Okay, maybe one more questions, it's okay? Okay, maybe one more questions for our dear speakers. It's really, really interesting topics. Okay, yes.
They can raise their hands. They can.
Right now.
Right now, yes.
Right now, yes. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Alvin Gozil Faik from Pharmacy Department of University of Muhammadiyah Malang, and I want to ask questions to Dr. Ivan. I'm still wondering about paraben. So my question is how the paraben can pass through the skin barrier, which is the skin barrier are so selective to the chemical that gonna through the body, and is it still gonna be dangerous if I use the cosmetic that contains paraben in my face area, or it just gonna be dangerous if I use the soap or cosmetic then that contain parabens in my genital area? Thank you.
Okay.
I will say that all the parabens that are in cosmetics, shampoo, and soap can affect your fertility, even though the amount of these parabens are below the amount that is in the law, because the laws always are behind the science. So the science is ahead of the laws. What we know now is that the parabens that are in the cosmetics are affecting, follow these laws, that actual laws, the fertility. So we have to change the laws. But first of all, you have to communicate to the users that if there is a better option with a paraben-free product, choose this one. You have to only check and look for this paraben. If it's inside of the composition, just put it away and buy another one, just to protect yourself and your future children.
Okay, thank you. Okay, do you understand the answer? Okay, thank you. So maybe that's all for this session. Please give once again applause for our dear speakers.
Now they are speak and also raising hands.
Okay, so I will give back the session to our MC, Ms. Zidni. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Mrs. Rizka Novia as from APT MSc. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for giving the speaker certificate, I would like to invite Dean of Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, to give certificate to all speakers. And for the all speakers, please taking a place in front of the stage. please have a moment for a documentation session together. Okay, once again, give applause to all speakers. And now, I would like to invite our co-hosts. The first one is University Muhammadiyah Surabaya, and then University Muhammadiyah Ponorogo, University Muhammadiyah Jember, and also Stikes Kepanjen Malang to taking a place in front of the stage. In this session, I would like to invite Vice Dean 1 of Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang to give the co-host certificates. So as we mentioned before, this international seminar conducted by Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, who collaborate with University Muhammadiyah Surabaya, University Muhammadiyah Ponorogo, University Muhammadiyah Jember, and also Stikes Kepanjen Malang. We also invite Dean of Faculty of Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, and Dr. Ivan Hernandez Caravaca, PhD, to the documentation session. Once again, give applause to our co-hosts who already support this event. Ladies and gentlemen, we already come to the last agenda. On behalf of the committee, we would like to thank our deepest gratitude to all speakers, co-hosts, lecturers, and participants for making this event a success. We would like to apologize too for any mistakes during this event. To close this event, let's say Hamdalah and Kafaratul Majlis Doa. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, before we leaving, may we have a documentation session first. Please the committee to arrange the participant to taking a place for documentation session. So maybe please to all participants, speaker, co-host, and dean to stand up for the documentation session. I'm sorry, please have a seat. For Mr. Dean and speakers and also co-hosts to taking a place in the center for documentation session. Yeah. May you to taking a place. for the participant, please stand up so you can clearly in the photo. Okay. Okay, thank you for all speakers.